These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Good question. Did you know that depending upon your brain state, it affects your mind and body? During these chaotic times, people are extremely stressed out and frustrated with life. Imagine a faucet of stress hormones turned on and are gushing out into your precious body. You can't turn them off. In this state, everything is stressful. One can't get a good night's sleep. One wakes up tired and is tired through the day. Even being super tired, one has a hard time going asleep at night. The mind is constantly churning with unrestful thoughts. Fear and anxiety are in the air. The only questions that come to mind are survival questions. Day by day, we dig ourselves deeper into the hole. This, my friend, is where all diseases start from. The mind and body are in a constant state of turmoil. This ease is when the body is not at ease. How do we get ourselves out of that hole that we placed ourselves in? How do we stop digging deeper and deeper? These are the questions we must ask ourselves. Wisdom comes from questions that you have never asked before. Questions are the key to unlock the door from our insanity. Our world at large is insane. We think it's perfectly normal to flame one another. We think it is normal to mock our fellow man. We think it's normal for our politicians to seek revenge when they don't get their way. We think it is normal to think my side is right and the other is wrong. A chaotic state of mind brings chaotic thinking. Chaotic thinking brings chaotic actions. Chaotic actions becomes habits. Chaotic habits becomes our chaotic personality. This then defines who we are. We then think it is normal to mock, put down, and get pissed off with others who have a different point of view than you. Ponder this over. Good question. 2. Is this life like a motel? Imagine we are born. We check into this motel. We live a limited lifespan. At death, we check out of the motel. Many times it's far too early. Even if you live for 150 years, it's still
is just an overnight stay in the motel. It's just a blink of an eye in eternity. Have you ever thought about that? Another good question. It seems like questions lead to many different areas of self-discovery in life. Going back to, is life like a motel? Can you stay in the motel for eternity? You know the answer. I have never met anybody who did. We are born, and someday we die. What is the purpose? Another good question. Do you ever ask questions and ponder them? Hey, any good question? Where is this going? Hey, another good question. What are you talking about when you say cultivate the inner garden? Where's the inner jewel you are talking about? If the hardware, operating system, and software are in place, how do I flip the switch? How do I learn to meditate? Wise ones learn to ask questions in life. There are no stupid questions on this journey. Do you like to meditate? Do you like to meditate? For many, meditation is a strange object. It's not quite in our vocabulary. It probably should be. We were never taught this in our schools. We have our own misconceptions about what it is. Only strange and weird people meditate. Yet do you know the power of love behind your breath? Did you know the same life force energy keeping you alive is the same life force energy keeping the entire universe alive? That is no exaggeration. In space, it lies in all seen and unseen worlds. It exists inside of you. It doesn't skip you. Hey, your name is John. I'll skip anybody whose name is John. There is no discrimination. All is one. Even the good, bad, and ugly. Your body is hardwired for this experience. Does that excite you? Or am I talking to the wrong audience? Do I get any emotion back? Look, I know I keep talking about the same thing. That is my nature. I love to think outside of the box. I would love to see humanity embrace the concept of feet on the ground and the head in heaven. This world would be in a better place. This will take a while. It could be 1,000 or 10 million years. But everything goes back to the source. Humanity is going from darkness to light. There's no stopping that. Every morning, the sun shines in our sky. The sun is always shining. Meditation reveals the sun inside of you.
Which level are you on? Which level are you on in this video game of life? What are you talking about? Precisely, this is what I'm talking about. To play this video game, one must first realize that there is a video game. We spend most of our lives oblivious to that fact. It's like in the movie The Matrix. Same kind of game is being played. Ours is the subconscious is running the show without us being aware. We play the same broken record over and over again. We make the same mistakes. The groove of life becomes deeper. Eventually, the Grand Canyon gets created in your mind. The goal of life is to discover your true nature. Every one of us is a precious jewel. We have just thrown the jewel into the mud. That's okay. No harm done. Just wash it off with the water of wisdom. Wisdom can help us discover the different video game levels. We can learn how to master the game of life. Mind you, life will still throw you curveballs, but the one who learns to stay in the center of the hurricane will have peace in that situation. One can learn how to hit the ball out of the park. Even a single is better than striking out. The main thing is to get off the treadmill of life. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You have free will. That's the rules in the game of life. Read the instruction manual again. It clearly states that it is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Unfortunately, our minds are running the show. Mystics have said the hardest thing to do is conquer your own mind. You can conquer the entire world, yet you still haven't taken the first step in conquering your mind. Your mind is your best friend, but it acts like an angry dog. Take your dog to dog school training. It will be the best thing you ever did. Where do you think happiness resides? Where do you think happiness resides? I hope you ask that question and ponder it over. Have you ever bought a new car? You love your car for a while. All your friends want you to take them for a spin. Yet I can guarantee you that your car will end up at the repair shop someday. Not only that, but someday your car will end up at the dump. Nobody will want to see it. So what happened to your happiness? It got all washed up. Everything external has a beginning and end. Even the universe is born, and someday it will die. That is the facts of life. So what is the power that is keeping the universe alive? That is the same power that is keeping you alive. I know it seems far-fetched and bizarre, yet that is the truth. That is what mystics and indigenous people have been saying for eons. Mind you, many people mock both of them in their own ways. We think we have all the answers. We are always growing and learning on this road of life. Even when you solve this riddle, it is just the first step on the journey. It's an infinite one. It will never end. The mind can't comprehend that. Just thinking about it causes the mind to short circuit. Yes, that is a good thing. The mind needs to be blown at times. We need to become humble. The more a person gathers wisdom, the more humble we get. We will never have all the answers to life. I love that. Life will always show us the next steps to take. Even during downturns and twisted turns, the essence of happiness lies inside of you. Once we recognize that, we can smile at the freeway of life. Have you ever seen one switch lanes constantly on the freeway? I can guarantee you that this person is rushing in life. His state of awareness is agitated. It's like a mosquito is constantly biting the mind. The mind itches and one moves from one lane to another constantly. Unfortunately, he isn't even aware of it. That is the key. Awareness. Are you trying to be aware in each and every moment? The world would be in a better place if we did. Where did yesterday go? Where did yesterday go? I look back, and it seems just like yesterday I lived in the house of the future. That, my friends, were a long time ago. Yet sweet memories make them seem like yesterday. Time is marching on. It stops for no one. Make this an incredible journey. Love your fellow man. Be kind. Yes, just be kind. That is the essence of life. No matter how much flame throwing, it will never change the other side. You can never convince anyone with your point of view. Trust me, I think we all know that. But we seem to forget it. We get lost on our way. We are in the dark forest of the mind and seem to be all alone. Yet inside of you lies the inner flashlight. Just turn it on and skip through life. The inner light will show you the way. That, my friends, are a blessing. No matter how crazy the world becomes, the inner light is a beacon to all. When the world becomes darker, we become kinder. That is our true essence. I know this may seem like a rant. It's not. I'm saying things that deep down inside of you, you know. Nobody needs to be convinced. The truth needs no convincing. You are the universe. You just don't know it. Yes, you can roll your eyes and say, there goes Richard again. Yet talk to a quantum scientist, and he will tell you the same. Ask yourself, where did yesterday go? Look at the incredible journey we are in. Do you listen to your body? Last night, after dinner, I felt like I was going to get sick. My body sends me sweet messages so I can take proper action. When this happens, I go to bed in a flash. My lovely wife understands. He who hesitates or ignores this signal will suffer the consequences. I have done this simple trick all my life. The body sends us a signal that it needs some time to heal. Otherwise, sickness will take place. It's as simple as that. We must learn how to be in harmony, especially during these chaotic times. Intuition lies in your gut. Learn to eat good, wholesome food. A junk food diet will turn you into a junk food body. You are what you eat. Food is the best medicine. Modern day drugs really don't cure you. That's why we need constant refills. Our world will be in a better place if we healed our minds and bodies. We are all out of touch with Gaia. Gaia is so far away from our awareness, yet every day we walk upon her. Isn't that a paradox? Our earthly mother is all around us, holding each other in her infinite arms. Yet we are simply texting on the freeway of life. There was so much wisdom we can learn. Have you stopped gathering precious wisdom? Did you stop learning after you graduated from school? A wise man understands that infinite wisdom is in the air. One can never truly understand the wisdom of the infinite. At the same time, we can grow and expand our ways of thinking. One can constantly change and morph into a butterfly. This is the alchemy of life. The stranger. How strange is it that we are a stranger to ourselves? Isn't that ironic? The thing we are looking for doesn't exist outside of us, yet we continue to think it does. We have been fed since birth that the external can be true happiness. A beggar can be truly happy, while a rich man may wallow in his riches. A rich man may also be rich externally and rich in heart. A beggar can be poor internally and externally. You see, it doesn't matter the external events in your life. Everything comes and goes. The tides come in and the tide goes out. All things must pass. The only constant thing is your true self. It is not elusive. It is as clear as day. Yet, we wear tinted glasses. We are so comfortable looking externally for the answers, while the true answer lies inside of you. Ponder this over. Are you a stranger to yourself? Only you can answer that question. Feet on the ground, and your head is in heaven. Feet on the ground, and your head is in heaven. I studied the Kabbalah about 20 years ago. One of the main themes was this incredible phrase: this is the essence of life. Be grounded. Be down to earth. Be practical. Do your duties. Be like a chameleon. Be simple, yet strive to be in heaven every day. This is a practical journey. No theories or concepts are needed. Behind your breath lies heaven. It hasn't gone anywhere. We simply have. We were never taught in schools this advice. We were taught only when you die, one enters heaven. How about experiencing this mansion while you are alive? Problems will still come your way. That's why the Zen Buddhists say, chop wood, carry water. Heaven exists right between your eyes. If thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. The quantum scientists and mystics are both speaking the same language. The quantum scientist has an external laboratory. The mystics have an internal laboratory. Both of them see light. One is the manifest light, while the mystics see the unmanifest light of creation. This light is pure love, mercy, and compassion. It is your true essence. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't judge you. Mind you, you judge yourself. Society agrees a great job of judging you. The creative source loves its creation. You have the opportunity to experience this constantly while you are alive. The operating system, hardware, and software lies inside of you. Just turn on the internal switch. Being a software engineer is a challenge. Being a software engineer is a challenge. You never know truly what's going on. Every single program out there has at least one bug just waiting to expose itself. Nothing is perfect. Just think behind all software code lies the creative mind. Maybe our lives are just like writing software. If you don't like something, go into the source code and change it. Nobody can stop you from how you react to life. Take it easy. A complex program wasn't created overnight. Relax. Enjoy this life. You will never resolve all the bugs in your life. But that doesn't mean to give up on all your dreams. Life is very fragile. Take care of your body and mind. It's the only one you got, at least for this go-around. Remember, that life will throw you curveballs, whether you like it or not. Just think, in baseball, a player is great if he gets to the base 1 out of every 3 times. So don't expect perfection. It doesn't exist outside of you. Perfection exists inside of you. Wow, we live in a world of duality. Sometimes we forget that. We get mad at ourselves for making mistakes. That's good old Thomas Edison. He had hundreds of errors before making the light bulb. Each failure brought him closer to his goal. We were never taught that being a failure is a blessing in disguise. It took me around a month to learn how to ride a bicycle. From that experience, I learned that with practice and patience, one obtains his goals. What was once out of my normal insight in life has become a reality. The internal has more pull than the external. Yet balance in life occurs when one does this. The mind is either your friend or foe. You decide the outcome. Nobody can choose it for you.